Hey guys, welcome to a YouTube video today. I'm just basically I've made my best class that I think on COD Ghosts. Basically made it for people to still play COD Ghosts, still like to have a game on it. I mean, I'm not much of a COD Ghost person, so I think the spawns are bloody awful. So, this is my favourite gun. I think it's really enjoyable to use, and I do find it absolutely OP. So it is the Honey Badger. I put grip and armor piercing on. I put grip mainly because the recoil is really bad on the Honey Badger. It's like the K7. You've just got to have grip on this weapon. Same with the K7. Now with armor piercing, when you're going for those long shots, whenever you get shot from far away or you don't know where the enemy is, where you're getting shot from, you tend to lie down or dive into cover. And it's the same obviously with the enemy. So while you're shooting them, armor piercing enables you to shoot through the walls and puts a lot more damage onto your weapon, which I find absolutely amazing. Now, of course, you can have any camo you want. I personally like Trail. My favourite is obviously Gold, but I haven't unlocked that yet. I've only got 9 of 12 camo, so I'm nearly there, guys. I don't have a secondary, lethal, or tactical. Now, if you don't have any of these three things, you actually get more perks. You can have more chance for perks. And I find with the Honey Badger, you don't need a secondary weapon. I mean, I'm looking here now, I don't really need any of these pistols. The best pistol, I think, is the P226. Definitely. I can't use the 44 Magnum. I don't think anybody can. I've never been a fan of Magnums. Lethals, I personally like Semtexes, IEDs, and frag grenades, but once again, you do not need these with the Honey Badger. Now, for my perks, I've actually used Ready Up, Sleight of Hand, Quick Draw, Off the Grid, and Fully Loaded. Now, I have Ready Up, so my weapon is obviously faster after sprinting, so when I'm running around the map, I always run. Everybody does. So if there's somebody, you run around, you bump into someone, you're both sprinting at the same time, you have the ability to aim quicker, so your weapon is ready faster, you'll be able to shoot them first. Sleight of hand, obviously, you're going to need that with LMGs as well as the Honey Badger, because the Honey Badger's reload time is shit. So you need to have sleight of hand. Plus, the Honey Badger is just awful for its reload time. Quick draw, faster aiming, not much to say about that, but you just have to have that on pretty much all your guns. Unless you're camping, obviously. Off the grid, undetectable, that makes you off the minimap, and you're undetectable by satcoms and radar pings. Loads of recruits and people that have just got this game always have satcoms because they don't know how to change their strike package. And just a lot of people tend to have strike packages. A lot of people tend to have satcoms. So this really does help, especially if the enemy team has multiple satcoms. Also, if you're off the mini-map, people always depend on their mini-map way too much. I certainly do. Everyone always looks at their mini-map on any game, obviously mainly COD. Now, maximum ammo, I really like this perk, because without this, you would definitely have a lot less ammo. But don't have this perk, guys, if you have extended mags instead of armor piercing. I definitely think you should have fully loaded though, and armor piercing instead of extended mags. Strike package is actually Trinity Rocket, Battle Hind, and Helo Pilot. Now, I'd say this is sort of a strike package for people if you're pretty good on COD, because obviously you need to get a 7 kill streak up to a 12 kill streak. 7 kill streak is Trinity Rocket. I know a lot of you guys don't really like the Trinity Rocket, but I actually pretty like it because it shows enemies on the map, it tags them in a little square box, it can shoot missiles off the actual drone that fires, and you can speed it to go faster. So it's like a certain kill, or at least kills. So Battle Hind, obviously, everybody loves that. It just covers the whole map. It gets you a load of kills. It fires machine gun missiles. It can shoot through walls and everything. That thing is OP. If you're camping, I'd probably change Battle Hind to Vulture, Trinity Rocket to Sentry Gun, and Helo Pilot to IMS. That's probably your camping class. They're the things you need if you're camping. But I definitely not put an IMS on if you're camping with a team. So the next one is Helo Pilot. I definitely really like the Helo pilot. I mean, it's just OP. The damage is amazing. It's also got like an automatic oracle. So basically, it outlines the enemies. You don't have to find them, especially if you're on a map with loads of cover, a massive map, so it's really hard to find the enemies. This really helps with the oracle setting on the gun. You pilot it yourself, which is the beauty of it, which is why it's a 12 kill streak. It's very easy to use, but definitely only have the Helo pilot if you're a good COD player. Same with the Loki. So this is my favourite class altogether, I'd say. Now, these are my other classes, the 4 classes. I've started using CBJ. I'm actually not too keen on that, so I've tried using it. I just don't like it, so I'm gonna leave that one out today. The Ripper is a DLC gun, but it's not actually. I don't find it that good. I know it comes with an integrated hybrid sight. You can change it between SMG and assault rifle, so it sounds really good. I mean, there it says the weapon stats there. The accuracy is pretty good. The damage is low though, and the range is bad. Fire rate is incredible and the mobility is really good. So I just don't like it because the damage is too low and the range is not good enough like the Bison. I've tried putting attachments on it, you can't actually have that many attachments. You don't need the grip on it because of its mobility, it's awesome. So if you were looking to get a DLC, I actually probably wouldn't get the Ripper, although the Extinction map is very good. Now, the M27 IAR. Most people use this gun. I love it. Honestly, I couldn't think of a better LMG. It's definitely the best LMG on here. The MLE is also really good. I really don't like the chainsaw though. It was the very first gun I used on COD Ghost. When I first got it, when it came out, I didn't think it was very good. It's got a laser sight like the ARX 160, but I just don't like it. It doesn't do good enough damage. You can see there the accuracy damage is really low and the range is average. I just don't like it, and it takes about 10 minutes to reload it. So I really don't like that. The LSAT is alright. I suppose it looks pretty good like a standard LMG, but the damage is low and the mobility is really low as well. Definitely for an LMG because they tend to sway a lot and shots go everywhere. So I don't really like the LSAT, and the MLE is just really good. It's just the mobility and fire rate aren't that good. The damage is pretty good though for an LMG, whilst the M27, it's got everything apart from the mobility, but I find that you don't actually really need decent mobility on this weapon. So I have armor piercing, once again like I said, shooting through walls. I definitely switch between armor piercing and rapid fire for LMGs, and the VMR sight I like to use a lot because I don't like the sight for the M27. So I definitely switch between VMR sight or thermal sight if you're on a sniping map, and silencer is also in handy. So if you're on a sniping map, I probably have silencer and thermal hybrid scope, which is good because you can switch between two scopes with thermal. I have IED and a motion sensor. I find these very good, especially if you're camping or if you're having a game that you're really starting to struggle on. You can put IEDs around the map and sort of stay in a corner, get a kill or 2 kills, and then move to a different spot in the map. That's what you do if you're having a really bad game. Perks, I've got Ready Up, Quick Draw, Focus, Extra Lethal, and Extra Tactical. Although I don't have Sleight of Hand, and I know you guys are probably thinking I'm speaking absolute garbage because it's an LMG and you're not putting Sleight of Hand on it. The reload time is actually, it's alright. It's probably I think it's the best reload time in the LMGs. It is really good for the LMGs, the reload time. The ready up, obviously you're going to need that on most of your guns when you're running around, same with quick draw. And focus, you definitely need this because especially with LMGs they tend to sway a lot, and when you get shot you flinch really badly when you get shot, especially holding an LMG. And then extra lethal and extra tactical, just so you can have the beauty of putting another ID and another motion sensor down. Strike package, this is a strike package I'd say for campers, like I said before, just maybe changing Battle Hind to Vulture, but I'd actually probably prefer Battle Hind than having the Vulture on, especially if you're camping, because at the end of the day, when you're camping, people are just going to stop trying to kill you, and get frustrated, they're going to leave the game, which is why I obviously don't camp. But I like to put IMS around, my IMS around, and a sentry gun around the map. When every single map, there's a room or there's a place in the map where everybody goes. In that room, always put your sentry gun in the corner of the room, it literally gets so many kills in that room. It is unbelievable. And the IMS is a guaranteed 4 kills if you put it in a decent place, like I said. But with the IMS in that room that they always go past, I'd say if there's another one, just don't put it in the same room as the sentry gun, because it could disable your sentry gun. Just put it just behind the corner, so as soon as they come around a doorway or a wall that's been breached, they come round and they don't see the IMS, they hear the noise, they panic, and it blows them up. Battlefind, once again, I love that thing, covers the whole map, whilst the Vulture just covers your 6. So that's it for today's video, guys. Don't forget to subscribe. These are my favourite classes.